So it's like that we have to pay a fixed rate of interest to them. Now I hope this is clear to you, that simple meaning of debentures. Now we're just talking about the types or the features of the debentures, that what are the features, how can you understand this term more easily. So you can say that we will just making a features of the debentures like that it will represent as a borrowed capital, means we just borrowed the funds from the you can say by issuing these kinds of debentures, and debentures holders just give the funds to the company by which we will raise the capital on the basis of your loan. I have already told you, it's not like that we are raising the funds on the basis of the capital, it's like a funds which is raised as a loan. Next feature is that it is repayable after a specific period of time, means a time is to be fixed, like after 1 year it should be the fixed rate of interest is to be paid. So it means that it is time based things that we have to pay. Next one is that we have to pay a fixed rate of interest to these debenture holders every year. It's not the issue that company is facing loss or the company is facing profit, that we have to pay a fixed rate for a fixed period of time. So company is liable to pay. It's like a liability for the organization that we have to pay. Next one is that debentures can be redeemed, means that it will be repaid as per the terms of your issue, means whatever the terms will be just undertaking at the time of issue, so that should be considered for the repayment of the debentures. Another one is that debentures are generally secured through the charges of the securities, means whenever a person is just giving you can say that means we are raising the funds through the debentures, so it will be secured by the by some assets, means if I am not able to pay the interest to those debenture holders, so they will just seize our assets on that basis. So these kinds of things are to be considered. So which can be you can say that which could be sold out in case of default by the company, the debenture holders. If I am not able to pay, if I am not paying the interest to the debentures holders, so whatever the assets we have given to them as a security, so they could be just easily sold out if in any case of the default is happened by the organization. Next one is that debenture holders do not carry any kind of voting rights, means there is no voting right, there is no interference of your, you can say that in the managerial issues of the organization. So they are not having any kind of voting rights for the organization, they will not participate in the elections of the directors. So these are the little bit or some of the features or the attributes of the debt capitals by which the picture is more clear to you. Now we are just talking about the types of the debentures or the types of the debt capital. So there will be three things that come under that. First one is the secured and the unsecured debentures or the debt capital. It means, as the name itself suggests, secured. Secured means that your debentures are secured with some kind of securities on the basis of the assets, means whatever the things or whatever the you can say that if the we are just raising the fund, so that will be secured through the assets. And unsecured debentures are just totally totally opposite from the secured. They are just like the naked debentures, they do not carry any kind of security, they do not take any kind of mortgage for the debentures or the assets, or you can say that, or the assets of the company. Moving ahead with the second type of the debentures or the debt capital is your redeemable or irredeemable debentures. In case of redeemable debentures, the company receives the right of paying off, you can say that, the principal amount or on after a particular date, means there is a fixed date. It means after this date you are authorized to repay the amount of that kind of debentures. So that will become under your redeemable. And irredeemable means there is no specific date. You cannot demand the payment for the company for the so long as it's going concern. कि अगर आपकी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन चलते भी जा रही है तो आप डिमांड नहीं कर सकते हो उससे दैट फॉर पेइंग योर कैपिटल. So that's why it's called the irredeemable debentures. Means the company does not fix any date by which you can say that they would redeemed and the holders will just demand or for their amount. So there is no fixed date. And redeemable, there will be a particular fixed date on which you have to redeem the debentures. Next one is convertible and the non-convertible debentures. The convertible debentures means that will be converted into a equity shares of the company after expiry of your specific period. Means when you just get when it was issued, so for a specific time period, so you can say the convertible debentures will be converted into equity shares after expiring of that particular time period. And your non-convertible debentures, these are those debentures which are not convertible into the equity shares. So I hope this kind of thing is very much clear to you, that what is the debt capital, what is the meaning of the debt capital, what are the types of the debt capital. Now just moving with the merits of the debt capital, that what are the specific things you can say that how it's beneficial for the organization. So the first benefit or the merit of the debenture is that appeal to the conservative investors. Conservative investor here means that the persons who are like who feels that my money is not secure, that the people are just more conscious that I should get a regular earning from my, you can say that from my investment. So for those people, it's like you can say that it's good for those people who just they just feel that there must be a regular income from their investment. So means that because it's like a fixed interest the company will have to pay to those debentures holders. So it's like a fixed liability for the organization, and they have to pay, right? They have to pay also. So it's good for those people who just want a regular income. Next one is that it's a regular returns. Regular returns means that whenever you just purchase the debentures, so there will be a certainty of the amount, that you will be sure enough that you will get the certain amount for after a specific time period. Next one is control of the shareholders. Means that as I have already told you, that debenture holders are not having voting rights, so they will not interfere in the workings of the shareholders. So they will having a full control over the organization. Next one is the economical source. It's an economical source for raising the funds, as like that it's a fixed rate of interest that was also means according to your means if I'll just compare to the public deposits, or it's like just like the financial institutions who are just demanding for the interest, so that the same kind of interest will be given to the debentures holders. So it's like an economic source for the organization. It's not like a heaviest burden for the company. Next one is that flexibility. Flexibility means that it will just provide a flexible financial okay, go outside. Means debentures provide the financial flexibility, as they can be redeemed when the company has surplus funds. It means that whenever we are having a surplus funds, so it will be you can say that it will be repaid. So it's like a flexibility in the organization because of the debentures. Tax relief means it's like for the organization there will be a tax relaxation because it will be deducted. Means it's a beneficial for the organization, because interest paid on debentures is deductible. That will be subtracted from the profits of the company for the income tax purpose. Means it's good for the organization. Now moving ahead with the demerits or the drawbacks of the debentures. Drawbacks of the debentures, like it's like a burden of interest. Means if company is not having a proper profits for in a specific time period, but company is bounded to pay a fixed rate of interest, so that's like a burden for the organization. Next one is that charge on the assets. I have already told you that there is a type of debentures, that secured debentures. For that they have to pay some security. Organization or the company have to give a securities as a security for raising the funds, so that is also a demerit for the organization. Effect on credit standing means if I'll just raising more funds from the debenture, so it's just like a loan for us, so it will not give a good reputation, it will not make any kind of good impact on the financial institutions or the banks, because they will just think that the company's capital structure is just having more debt in the organization, so they feel conscious to issue some loans to that company. So it's like such kind of things is there. Increased risk for the shareholders, that means that there will be a less profitability to the shareholders, as its organization is liable, and it's a fixed responsibility for the organization that they have to pay a fixed rate of interest to the debentures holders. So in that case, so shareholders feel that they will get less rate of less dividend, or distribution of profits will be minimized in this case. Okay, so these are the different kinds of merits, demerits of your debentures. I hope this much is clear to you. So this is all about the equity and the debt capital.